All right, let's move on to Pete Loshak's NFL looks week one. Pete, take it away. What's the first spot you're staring at?
Well, I did bet these, but they still officially count definitely as just looks because I could be totally wrong. Obviously, I made all these bets, expecting to possibly lose them all, and with a grain of salt. Am I wrong to think that the Ravens at -7.5 or maybe buying down to 7 is a good bet? It is kind of a revenge game for them, right? I could see this one being one of those classic games where it's like tied heading into the fourth quarter, and then they wind up winning by 10 or 17 or something. I did bet Baltimore. I bet the Ravens at -7.5. If it loses, that's fine. Let me see. I talked earlier in the year that I think that the Chargers might be a little bit underrated. Tyrod Taylor, he's not a top 3 NFL quarterback, but I think he's significantly underrated. The Bills were decent. They had decent numbers with him, and I actually think he's going to be a significant upgrade from Rivers. So I'm kind of looking to bet on the Chargers in general, at least early in the season. So I definitely I did take a shot with the Chargers at -3. What else? If anyone thinks I'm way on the wrong side of any of these lines, just shout it out. I'm just looking at what I bet here.
Coy Moore is backing your look on the Chargers. Bayes wanting that extra half point at 3.5 for the Bengals. Ski Prophet liking your look on the Bolts as well.
Also wondering, I'm wondering the Jets getting 6.5 or 7 at Buffalo. They always play tight, low-scoring games. I kind of like Sam Darnold. The Jets, why should they be getting 7? Especially in a game where it's not, there's not going to be a huge home field advantage necessarily. First game of the year, 7. I bet the Jets. What can I say? I bet the Jets. Chicago, Detroit, very interesting. Matt Stafford, no way he gets through the whole season. I don't know way he gets through half the season, but I think he's going to be productive as long as he is healthy. And the Bears, I'm not a believer in Trubisky, but I think he might start the season a little bit okay. And I bet the over in that one. The total seems a little bit low. Chicago and Detroit. I know there's some injuries, for the position players for Detroit, but it's a very low total to my eye, and I took a shot with the over at 42.5. Let me see what else. If anyone thinks I'm wrong, now that I'm saying it all out loud, I'm getting a lot more nervous about all these. You know what I mean?
I think that's
I sent Jim a text. I was like, fuck it, let's do NFL too. Let's do MLB and NFL. Fuck it. Now I'm regretting it a little bit. But, what the hell? Let me see. I also took a shot. Maybe this is like super stupid. I did take a shot with the under 49 in Seattle and Atlanta. Seattle looks like they have a revamped defense. I love Russell Wilson, but I'm not sure game one here that they're going to be, running up the scores either any which way. I took a shot with the under 49 in the Seattle game, and shout out any opinions that anyone has.
Well, I think the over on Chicago Detroit is a sneaky play. That the market pushing that down. It's now at 42 at some books, and God, you have to think in Detroit with the Bears' new offense and the Bears being able to hear. One of the things that we're not used to is seeing these road teams be able to call plays comfortably. I think this might be
sucks, but he had a good camp, and he usually plays. I don't know if that matters that much if he plays Detroit well, but I think Trubisky will be okay. Stafford, I think, is going to come out looking to make a statement. And might continue to do that until he gets injured again. So it's a suspiciously low total to me, and I did take a shot with the over. Yeah, so those are the plays I took. I took under 49 in Seattle, Atlanta. I did take Baltimore -7.5 against Cleveland. I took the over in Chicago, Detroit. I took and I took the Chargers -3.
CT Bayes on the other side of that Lions-Bears spot. He says no Galladay for the Lions. Game going under. Bears offense is shaky. Eli Bulldog on a Bears and Jets parlay. And Dutch Boy Fresh says we need more Blazers and more locks. You're getting a lot of love from the chat. We also have Q Peso in the house.
Oh, shout out to Q Peso and shout out to Lobagalin. Shout out to Lobagalin. He must be like, gosh, what must she be now?
She's got to be 3.
3?
Yeah.
Something like that. Welcome to this fucked up world, Lobagalin. Yeah.
So this Tampa Bay spot here, we do know that Evans is doubtful in this. What is your expectation of, yes, and we are live tomorrow at 11 a.m. for NFL, 2 hours leading up to kickoff. Sharp Money says, is that the birthday pick? I'm the bet it blind. Don't worry. We're going to get to the birthday pick. Don't worry. I've not forgotten it. But what are your expectations of the Buccaneers? Week 1 is 3.5-point dogs, and for the season?
I have no opinion on the Bucs as of right now. I have to do more research on them.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch. And I love that everyone's on them. It just feels like we're going to get nice numbers every time if you want to fade them. Well, I like your week 1 looks, Pete. Very interesting stuff. And I'm going to write them all down, have them all locked down so we can discuss them on Sunday when we make moves for our big show. Mr. Wisdom says, my Saints will shut them down. Did you make any future bets this year in NFL?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I did not. I usually don't make futures bets just because ties up your money all year long. So no, I did not.